Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you might be in the world. This is Ozman Collect 63 here with VeVe Wednesdays. And we've got our first couple of people in the house. D, how are you, D? Just chill for a minute, we'll wait for a few more people to get in. Oh,
Hey, Alex.
hey,
Good morning.
how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, good. Can you hear me all right? Am I coming through nice and clear?
You're a bit like scratchy or like really close to the mic. It sounds a little distorted.
Right now.
Keep talking.
Do I sound any better now?
It's still got like that robotic sound.
Now, interesting. So I'm trying this a bit differently. I'm playing it through my laptop for a change. Trying to do it through the BlueStacks player.
Ah.
But if it sounds a bit off, then I might have to switch over to mobile.
Yeah, it's a little distorted. I don't know if that's because of my phone or whatnot. Popey Dino, how does he sound to you guys? Okay, well, thumbs up. So maybe it's just me then.
Oh, here we go. I'll go a few more people. I'll go VeVeFamBam in the house. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, FamBam.
Hey, AK came as well.
Hey, Double Quill. KC.
Let me get some. Also, guys, if anyone wants to come up and speak, raise your hand and we'll get you up to the stage.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Alex, it does sound distorted, man.
Does that distorted? Yeah. Okay, no worries. Bear with me a second.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I was gonna come up here and tell me it sounds like a robot.
Yeah. He's a bot.
I knew it.
It's the real Ozman Collect.
on the imitation. So bear with me a second. I'll be right back.
Yep. No worries.
How you guys
How's
doing?
everyone's day going?
Hi.
Can you guys hear us okay?
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay. Yeah, you sound good. Osman needs to fix something. But
okay, what about now?
Okay, better. Yay.
So yeah, I was trying something different. I was trying to play it through BlueStacks on my laptop instead of my phone for a change. I thought the quality might be a little bit better, but obviously not.
No.
Oh,
okay, we're all still learning along the way, right? What works best.
Well, I said it's always good to try these new things. Always trying to improve the quality of the channel. But yeah, I guess that just didn't work this time. So I guess we'll just try something different next time. How was everybody?
Excellent.
Doing good.
It's good to hear the optimism in the community for the first time in a long time. I mean, there's always been pockets of optimism, but just, man, it seems like there's a lot of momentum going right now, and it feels really good.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys saw VeVe Magic's stream. Also, FamBam, I noticed you made an appearance on there as well after I left.
Yeah, I think I got on right when you left.
Mm.
It was great.
Oh, it was great.
I loved it.
Yeah,
if nobody's checked it out yet, you should check it out.
I was watching it while I was eating dinner, so I got about halfway through. You guys did excellent, and yeah, very, very cool to hear everyone's story and see David and Dan interacting with everybody. It was awesome.
Yeah, I tell you what though, like, no, as soon as David and Dan came on, I got a little bit nervous, and I was like a little bit sort of terrified. I'm not sure if you could tell or not. I was just like, holy crap, it's David and Dan. I was like,
I would be the same.
I didn't know they were going to be on there. I just popped in and I was just like, oh, hi.
No, same.
That's awesome. I got to rewatch it after the space ends tonight.
I always get
Got some
so
homework to do.
like,
Yeah.
oh, I always get nervous, so I like ramp. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's just all whatever comes out of my mouth.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got the exact same problem. When I get nervous, I start stuttering like really badly. So I've got to like slow down and sort of think about what I'm saying. I will just end up being like a stuttering mess.
Yeah. So then, of course,
No,
I
you
don't
guys
say
did
what
great.
I intended to say.
Yeah, usually like the things you want to say, you don't think about it till after you're done, and you're like, "Oh crap, I should have said that," but you're just not thinking of it at the time.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. I was exactly the same after I got off the live stream. I was like, oh my god, I totally messed that up. I was like, I should have said this. I should have said that. I was like, but it's all good. It's all good.
Did
Yeah.
you get any sleep, or were you so excited that you couldn't get to get any rest?
No, I managed to get what was it, about 3 hours? So yeah, I'm probably gonna feel it later on this afternoon, but it's all good. Like, you know, I definitely wanted to be part of that stream. I wanted to at least get the opportunity to at least say hi to some of the community and say thank you to VeVe Magic for putting it on, and also for Mr. Champs actually starting the whole movement as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity, man. It was cool to see you up there.
Yeah, no, thanks, man. I appreciate it. And also, I wasn't going to miss out on that, and I'm not going to miss out on doing WebV Wednesdays either. So I was like, well, I can still work. I can function on 3 hours sleep. I can do it.
That's why you're the prez.
Props to you,
That's
man.
it. I think thank you. So I'm not committed or stupid. I'm not sure which one comes first.
Not stupid to me.
Awesome.
So yeah, so what's been happening? So yeah, let's see what's been going on. So we've had a lot going on in the VeVe space lately. So we've got all sorts of bits and pieces. Obviously, the hot topic of the discussion is the Infinity Gauntlet and the crafting the stones. So who's going for it?
Me.
Yeah.
Definitely. I've been waiting for it.
Yeah. So you got all your stones?
I do.
Oh,
I
excellent.
wish I had a second set. I wish.
Oh, nice one. Me, I haven't got any of them.
I got nothing.
No, I got nothing. I've been chasing ultra rare comics, so I was just like, I mean, I'll try and play around in the market and see if I can find some deals.
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything. No stones, but because I didn't know whether or not we would need the SRI of Agamotto, so that kind of deterred me. But I was looking at all the stones for probably a month or two, and you know, they're sitting around $20-$30, and it was the SRI was, I don't know, $400 or $500, and I'm like, if we need that and I buy all these stones for no reason, I'm going to be upset. So I just kind of lay low, but I'm having fun just watching everyone do this, and I'll live vicariously through whoever's crafting. It's just good for the whole space.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? It just sort of like lights a fire back under the space. I mean, like, it's been like kind of stagnant for the last little while, but now this is like really getting everyone excited. Market's going nuts. I mean, like, you see some of the stones, like, you know, like double, triple in price. Like, you know, everything's just like skyrocketing. It's really good to get that sort of level of excitement back in the space again.
Yeah.
And not to mention, it opens up the possibility of all sorts of different crafting that might come down the line.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. I'm excited.
And I really like that they ended up doing like the crafting for the stone too, because like now you still get to like have fun burning other things and like do the crafting stuff even if you didn't have like stones. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, I know. Like, no, the Lenectra is going to get destroyed.
I can't wait to see those videos.
I'm waiting for it as well. I was looking at the list of the premium collectibles I had, like, you know, up for grabs, and I was like, yeah, well, I know Electra is going to be the first to go.
Yeah,
So
the majority
who
Sorry,
No.
I was trying to pop
Hey,
in.
no, how are you?
Yeah, I was trying not to like interrupt anybody. I'm terrible. But what I was trying to say is, so the market's been going up a lot, right?
Yep.
And from what I've noticed, specifically like with these stones and stuff like that, you know, if you have stones, you got multiple stones, people have been taking profit. I've been taking profit. I didn't have stones, but for some reason, like there was like a tweet from Mighties. And so I had a bunch of Mighties that I bought like really cheap, Like I remember you, Dino, you were saying you were buying Sam Wilson. Well, I was also buying Sam Wilson. He was like $3. And then also like the Wasp was like $3 and Ant-Man was like $3. And so I made some good profits. So going back to the original question, are you going for the stones? I'm not. I'm using those profits to buy comics.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I mean, that's my thing, and that's where I want to stay at. But like, honestly, I'm gonna be like Dino and live vicariously through everyone else. And I'm just very happy with the crafting and the burning and the excitement in the space. By the way, congrats also, Mr. President. I watched that stream with you and VeVe Magic. That was phenomenal. I'm throwing you flowers.
Thank you very
You did
much.
such a great job, man. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I was just saying before, like, you know, when David and Dan came on, I was like a little fangirl. I was like, eek! I was like got so nervous and just like completely just about.
You couldn't
I was just
tell.
like, oh my god, yeah,
Couldn't
you
tell,
couldn't
man. You
tell.
did a good job. I couldn't tell you were nervous.
Excellent. No, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, got to try and get up there, represent the group, and yeah, just had an opportunity to try and interact with some of the family, some of the community, even though it was ridiculously late, but it's all good. It's what it's all about. So anyway, I might as well throw this out now because we've got a few more listeners. In case anyone's joining us for the first time, this is VeVe Wednesdays, brought to you by the VeVe Collective. We're basically just a group of collectors, so we like to just get together, chill, get away from the FUD of the market or any FUD in Twitter, any toxicity. We're all about positivity and just enjoying the space and the product that VeVe's given us to help us connect over our love of collecting, whether that be Marvel, DC, anything that you love, anything you want to collect.
Yep. And as a side note, whatever is said on this space is not financial advice. Do your own research.
Absolutely. So we don't want to be responsible for your gains, but we don't want to be responsible for your losses either. Please be responsible with your own capital, etc., etc., etc. We're just people on the internet, just talking Marvel and DC and all stuff, fandom and pop culture.
Yeah, we're
I
just
just
here
want to
to
say
have fun.
want to say it's nice to meet you, FamBam, KCollections. Never got a chance to talk with either of you, but thanks for joining us. Nice to see you both. Good to see you again, CB, Nas, Double Quill, Popey, Sleeping, of course. And looking forward to meeting
thanks for joining us, bud.
Yeah, looking forward to meeting anybody else.
Yeah, Bones, Smurf Dabs, DJ76, Anon for life. Thank you guys all for joining.
Bro is the one that reached out to me to come on here today. I usually I'll be wrapping up to, maybe in the next 30 minutes because I go to bed earlier. I have to get up early, but he was talking to me about the
I'm in
space.
the same boat as you.
Yeah, I get up at 5, and I'm not a good sleeper, so I have to make sure I get my 8 hours.
Well, we appreciate you coming up today.
Absolutely, I appreciate you coming up late. Now I know we have spoken a little bit in the Twitter spaces from time to time, so it's really good to finally get a chance to talk to you, with voice to voice.
Yeah, for sure. It's always great to see you guys doing the videos and things. It's really cool how y'all are doing really great. Just coming in there and always love seeing the people that. I mean, I know y'all were nervous at first, right? But you seem to be
yeah,
getting more used to it, and I still can't get used to it. I'm even up here right now, blah.
Can't tell.
I know, I'm the same. Yeah, and also Kay, good to see you as well. Thank you for dropping in. Also, if anyone hasn't checked out our interview with me and Kay Collects, check it out. I had so much fun making that. We had absolute blast.
Yeah, I'm here for the karaoke. I heard we're doing karaoke tonight.
Oh,
man, start it off, Nas.
You're first.
Yep.
You're first.
Nas wants to sing Backstreet Boys.
Oh, does he? Excellent.
Yeah. I'll be the judge.
Yo, I'll be down for some karaoke as long as everyone else is down. All I heard was Osman and Casey doing a little karaoke on the stream. I was like, let's go.
Oh, that's right.
And by the way, D, I'm glad you were the one that picked up that the Backstreet Boys reference.
Oh.
it seemed kind of rude at first.
I love Backstreet Boys. I don't care.
Yeah, I do admit, like I said in Kay's interview, I am a fan of Backstreet Boys. Backstreet Boys is kind of like a little dirty secret, or dirty joy, I guess you could say.
Guilty pleasure.
That's the word I'm looking for. Guilty pleasure.
Bam Bam, these guys are gonna tear it up on the next meetup when we do karaoke.
Oh,
I'm gonna peer pressure all of them.
I'm ready to see that. I'm ready for the next meetup.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to San Diego Comic Con again this year?
I'm trying. I'm trying. I haven't. Oh, I have some stuff I need to do in June. I'm supposed to be going to a wedding up in New York, and then what is it? July is Comic Con, San Diego, and then possibly August, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to get this.
Oh wow,
So
busy.
I know. So I won't be able to do all of it. I don't know. I got to look into it.
But by the way, if you guys don't know, if you guys do try to plan any of the IRL stuff, hit up Miss Fam Bam. She's awesome at helping people kind of coordinate about getting together, Airbnbs, hotel rooms, and then getting people connected to
Oh, no
reduce
way.
the cost. Yeah, she's really good at it, and she's been awesome. She helped a lot of people out last year. So just wanted to shout out Fam Bam for that, because she's really in tune for the community as far as helping them out. And she won't ask for anything but just just your heart and time.
Yeah.
So appreciate you, Fam Bam.
Thanks. I did actually, because I have that Discord up, and
Yeah.
after that, I honestly didn't expect as many people to get in there and need assistance. There, I was getting messages a lot and things. So I was actually not expecting that much. And some people that kept telling me how much they appreciated it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this all the time now. So even if I can't go, like San Diego Comic-Con and other people, like I'm still going to keep that Discord going and try to do everything I can to help the other people go.
Yeah, thanks for doing that. That actually helped us when we were trying to get information for this past decon, the one in November in Anaheim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was very helpful.
Awesome. Very well. I mean, it was great to meet y'all.
Man,
Yeah, I know. You're so sweet.
I suppose you don't do international, do you?
What's that?
I suppose you don't do international, do you? Because I'm over here in England.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, I mean, I helped VeVe Meister get over here and get a roommate and everything
really?
in November. Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have like one of the channels is like for London, Canada, like different channels. Yeah, on the Discord, I believe.
I don't know if they're gonna do London this year. Last I heard, Alex was saying they might do a different place in Europe instead of London, but he didn't know for sure yet. But I'm still waiting for them to announce something. Just people need to.
That's one of the things that's one of the things that I sort of slapped my head about. Like, once I got off that live stream with VeVe Magic, is like, oh, I forgot to ask them about London. Are they coming back to London this year? It's like, God.
He said something at the end, I think, before he got off. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he did say something about letting us know, like something. I can't remember, but he did mention something about it, but he didn't say what. I mean, I was already off the stream, so I couldn't ask. I was saying it just here out loud in my house.
Soon.
Yeah, soon. So Fam Bam, so have you been buying anything in the market besides soul stones or going for the gauntlet? So what have you been after lately? What's been happening in your collecting world?
I haven't bought it. I'm waiting for the gauntlet right now because I think the last thing I got was the comic book. What's the guy? Okay, SleepynComics. He's gonna get mad at me because I can't remember the name with the skull. What was the big one? I got the ultra rare.
Punisher?
Yes, there you go.
Punisher.
That's the last one.
Nice one.
But I'm worried about the gauntlet. Like if I can't get it on the drop, what is it going to be like in the market? And I'm just nervous. I'm trying to not spend it. I'm hoping I could get one on the drop. I don't want to go all this way and just can't get one on the drop. But it's okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be it's going to be competitive, I think, because a lot of people have been waiting for it.
Yeah, and then there's going to be those who aren't getting it, but if they could get the gauntlet, they're going to be like, "Hey, look what I got! You got to pay $500 for it."
That's right. Start scalping.
Yeah. Like, oh, right.
I'm sorry in advance.
Yeah. Could that be somebody's plan?
I never get drops, so you don't have to worry about me.
If I can get the Lambo,
Same, I feel that.
I can get the gauntlet.
Oh, you got a Lambo?
I got 2 of them. I got one at the
nice.
drop and the 4-minute rebound.
Oh, excellent. Good for you. I didn't get any. I got absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna get a gauntlet then. You'll be good, Phantom.
I hope so. Oh, I hope so. We'll see. What's everybody else been doing?
Yeah, nice one.
Market wise.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Nothing.
I said it last week. I just been stacking Marvel Mighty Sam and Steve Rogers. That's pretty much laser focused on those. But now they're double the price that they were last week, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, I think people are, because Alex was saying protect the mighties at all costs.
Yeah.
So people
that was going to
started
be my
buying
next
them.
question.
But he
Oh,
did
wow, I
say
didn't know
today
that.
in the gauntlet spaces, he did say that it was like nothing, that they were just cute or whatever. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. I was just like, dude, are we going to buy that? Is that really their answer? Nah, they got something cooking. They must do.
Yeah.
Ooh, speculation time.
They know this community. I mean, we bite at any bit of speculation, so he had to know. I hope there's something up with them. I just feel like they're too important. They're too exclusive to not do something with. So we'll see. I just like them as is, but I also think there's another layer here.
Yeah, I need to buy. Sam Wilson was one of my favorites. He's one I was buying a few of, and I was also giving him away to people when we had transfers and things. I'm like, oh, here, try this guy. So I do like him.
Yeah, I think.
That'd be good. We'll get Yeah, sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say I think he looks so cool. I wasn't a huge fan of the first collection in terms of aesthetics. I think Red Skull looks pretty good, but I thought Sam Wilson looked awesome. And the other ones I wasn't a big fan of, but then I started watching the MCU. I pretty much binged the MCU, and I really liked Sam in the movies, and so I was like, oh, I'm a new fan, so let me stack them. And yeah, for $3-4, I was like, wow, I'm having a field day right now. So this has been really fun.
What's up, everybody?
CB, how are you, mate? Thanks for coming back. Thanks for dropping in.
Absolutely, yeah. What's so funny, guys? What's up, D1? Good to meet you. Dino, Osman, good to see you guys. What's so funny is that
what's up,
KC and Nas and I spend so much time together in this other sort of VeVe community that right now it feels a little bit like our class went on a class trip and the 3 of us didn't get the permission slips in, and we've been spending the day in another class.
I snuck in.
I always love hearing you talk, CB.
So I was about to say you've done like a Ferris Bueller's Day Off or something. Have you gone off and done your own thing?
Exactly, and now like I look down or I hear KC or Nas's voice, and I see Rolly there too, Dr. Rolex. It's just interesting whenever there's commingling within the community. Also, look, I can devolve into silliness sometimes. I'm just gonna wear it on my sleeve, and just so I can't help myself sometimes. So, pleasure to commingle with everybody.
Oh, mate, pleasure to have you here. So, how have you been? So, what have you been up to? Have you been eyeing up anything in the market? Say, making moves. So, what's been happening in your world?
Let's see.
What's your newest LPM CD?
Oh, I tried to get the 186 today, but Coulter beat me to it. That was a gut punch because I was one with my device. My fingers were. You guys ever seen The Last Dragon? how Leroy finally gets the glow at the end of The Last Dragon. I was Leroy with the glow. My arms were swirling. I did the fucking date list. I did the fucking thing with the thing. My fingers were all positioned where they should have been. I was the fastest I've ever been, and boom, Culture, who is a sniping beast of beasts, beat me to it, and good on him. Fucking dude knows what he's doing. And didn't get the 186.
Show enough.
Show enough, exactly. Show enough got me. Show enough beat
Who's
me.
the baddest?
Oh, you know it, VeVeFamBam. You fucking know it. So,
I know
yeah,
it always just hits you hard. Like, you know, you're like, you know, you're in the zone, you're ready to go, you hit the button, and yeah, it just says either sold out or like, you know, unable, and just like, God damn it.
yo, I know the speeds of my sniping competitors so well that based on the time of day, when I get beat out for something, I can oftentimes correctly guess who beat me out for it.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so yeah, markets. I've been on the market looking for mint deals with people liquidating to raise gems for Luke tomorrow. I have mixed feelings.
Oh yeah, Luke.
Yeah. So I haven't really been doing too much buying on the market. I've tried to list some stuff. But I'm a long-term holder, so I really don't want to part ways with most of my stuff, which is why I list it at very high sort of realistic prices. So that's kind of my deal right now.
Yeah, nice one. I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. I mean, I try and sell things here and there, but it seems like nobody wants to buy anything unless it's like ridiculously, like, you know, either below floor or like right on floor. So it's very difficult to buy anything. But yeah, but you're right. There's definitely going to be some deals in the market with the Skywalker drop coming up. How does everyone feel about that? Like, you know, what does everyone think about the detail on the model? I've heard some very some mixed reactions about it.
I'll go last on that one. I'll wait for other people to weigh in. I got the feeling.
So I already
That's
spoke
cool.
on this earlier, and I feel like a lot of people are hating on it because they see the still picture of it, and then they see the video, and you know, like the video doesn't do it much justice either. And I just think that, like, just saying, like the same thing with Obi-Wan Kenobi. So, like, if you put him in the actual showroom and you walk up to him and you look at the detail in his hair and his cloth and everything, it's very, very detailed. We were all very impressed with Elsa's dress because of how detailed her dress was. We all say how beautiful of a piece that is because of the detail. And if you go look at him close up, he is very, very detailed. Does he look like his eyes are a doe in the headlights? Yes. So there are some things that could be better, but I honestly think that once we see Luke in the showroom and you can walk up to him, the detail will be better. They just need to do better on their eyes or something because they just like look like pugs. But that's all. That's my opinion on it.
I feel you on that, Casey.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I mean, I'll let other people go first, and then I want to give my take.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, I reckon the Voltaholics can have a lot of fun with them, especially when they start like pairing them up, like, you know, with the Ultra of Darth Vader and the is it the rare Luke Skywalker, the one the animated one. I reckon we're going to see some cool stuff out of that. But yeah, as for the details on the model himself, I mean, I tend to agree with Kay. I mean, yeah, I mean the like the skin looks good, like the textures on the body looks good, the detail looks good. Yeah, just the eyes it's just the eyes. Yeah, they just look like big like fish eyes. But every drop's an improvement on their part. I mean, like you can see, like going back way going back, like the quality is gradually improving. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see where that lands.
Yeah, the face, it's the face for me. I mean, obviously the detail is amazing. They've been really good at making these collectibles. I think it's just the human face, the eyes that are really tough to nail down. I've got some grace. I like to make fun of it, but I understand that I would never be able to do that. So in the end of the day, it's Luke Skywalker. It's his first appearance, and it's just awesome. I mean, May the 4th is tomorrow, so what better way to celebrate than one of the biggest Star Wars characters of all time? So yeah, it's just fun. It's exciting for the community. I'll get past the face.
Yeah. I think about the first toys that came out for Star Wars, and they don't look great either, and people are still buying them up because they were the first.
That's
So
right.
I think it would be the same with all this, but at the same time, of course, the space doesn't look as great as we wished it looked, but I'm fine with it.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm glad you said that, Fam Bam, because that's exactly what I was gonna say. No matter what, as much as the way it looks right now, I mean, everyone has their own level of quality of collectible, and for me, like these aesthetics, I can't compare it. Only reason why is because I play games on my phone. I play freaking Marvel Snap and Wild Rift, and those graphics are freaking amazing for mobile games. So I try to look at these collectibles at the same standard, even though it's a different type of collecting. So I don't knock them as far as the quality of the collectible. But yeah, today's value itself is going to be long-term wise. It's going to be first loop on the blockchain. So that's the reason why itself, the value, no matter how it looks like, as long as this stuff makes it happen, it's going to have some value. So that's my opinion on it, even though I don't like the way it looks. I'll say it again.
Yeah, that's cool. Who was doing that?
Couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more with what you just said, and I think we need to kind of go back to the name Skywalker. Well, when you think of the name Skywalker, who do you think of? Well, I think of Luke. I literally think of Luke. I think of Empire Strikes Back. I think of A New Hope. I think of the entire trilogy. I mean, he is a legacy character. He is a Genesis character, and I, for one, am going for him. Probably in the aftermarket because I have a feeling he's going to go into retail. That's just my feeling. But I mean, yeah, the face aside, it's an FA character. It's Luke Skywalker, and yeah, I'm definitely going for him.
Yeah, nice one. I would go for him too, but I'm a little bit gem poor at the moment. So if anyone wants to help me out, say buy some ultra rare comics on the app, it'd be much appreciated. If not, all good. But yeah, has anyone else been? Hey, Evolve, how are you, buddy?
What's up, guys? Hey,
Yo,
Nas,
what up, Evolve?
Fam, KC, Fro, Dino D, Sir Ozman, bro, killing it on that live stream, dog. Gotta say, CB. Oh, I missed CB. I'm sorry. What's up, CB?
Okay.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
Yo, by the way, I forgot to shout you out, bro. It's awesome meeting you up IRL Evolve, even though it's for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was cool. I wish we could have got a longer time to hang out, maybe get a beer.
Hell yeah. Next time, bro.
Also give Evolve a little shout out as well. Like, if you haven't checked out his latest interview with Mr. Falcon, and also with D one and only as well. That was a really fun video to watch. Mr. Falcon's a pretty cool dude. He's over on this side of the world, and yeah, really fun video. Definitely check it out.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was fun hanging out with him. And D was a good co-host on that. So flowers to you, D, and wish Falcon was here to hear it out too.
Yeah, he's probably asleep. I think Falcon's based over in London, so not well, I wouldn't say too far away from me, but yeah, he's based on the other side of England where I am.
Yeah, 4:30, right in the morning.
It is, yeah. It's currently 4:30 in the morning here in nice sunny England.
Yeah.
And it's already my May 4th, so I'll say it now. May the 4th be with you all.
Oh, that's right.
That's it.
Osman,
yeah, mate.
Are you still awake? So is this like your DGen hour, or are you up early, spending the first part of your day with us?
I am up early, spending the first part of my day with you guys. So
that's awesome, bro.
I'm currently functioning on about 3 hours of sleep because I had to stay up reasonably late last night to participate in VeVe Magic's live stream because I didn't want to miss that, and also give the group a bit of exposure as well, and also say hi and also, like, when I saw David and Dan came on as well, I had the opportunity to sort of say hi to them as well. So that was a bit of a shocker. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, I wasn't missing that. I wasn't missing this. and that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the community, here for the here for the VeVe Collective, and yeah, just enjoying the space with everybody.
Osman.
Yeah, mate.
I'd just like to say, wow, wonderful, exceptional job on the interview with VeVe Magic earlier today. Great poise, huh?
Yeah, thanks, bro. They're good. Good to see you, mate. How are you?
Well, I'm well. I just kind of had to rush through some things. Sorry I jumped on late, and I'm glad to see everybody here. D, Dino, CB, KCollections, VeVeFamBam. Thank you for joining us. Our brother Hinano, NosClint. We'll see you at Comic-Con. Evolve.
Let's go.
Yeah, a lot of new faces in the chat. Dr. Rolex is here. SleepynComics. Double Quill. Poppy. Love to see you again. My in real life brother's down there, Anon. He'll be at Comic-Con with me as well. We'll be kind of running around together. But yeah, WebV Wednesdays, love it. So much positivity going around as of late, and it's I guess it's just very reinvigorating to see, and you can feel the energy. It's great. I love it. Here to stay.
That's it. Here to stay.
Everything's definitely given a boost to the whole community and things. I like it. Gives us, even though we were okay, but I can't remember who said it on the stream, where they said like it was just more quiet. It wasn't that, a lot of us were like down or anything. It was just everything's more quiet, I think, because of the other, some other things were a little bit louder. So this definitely felt good to like the video today, like the here to stay, all of it just kind of gives it definitely felt good. A little more energy. Keep us going. We still got a while to go. So.
It's gonna be a long road, and we've got so much to look forward to as well. I mean, like I said, we've got like Luke Skywalker coming, up soon. We've got the crafting system in place now, so that's something exciting to reinvigorate the market. And who knows what other drops might be on the horizon? I mean, and we know we've got more Star Wars coming, so we've got the Grand Admiral Thrawn comic coming soon. We're going to see Admiral Akbar drop somewhere soon, which is going to be really cool because I love Admiral Akbar.
Everyone has MCP.
And everyone's got MCP. That's right. Yeah, everyone's got that going now.
Yeah, I don't know if I missed it, but going back to Luke, did CB get a chance to give his thoughts on that, and I missed it?
So, thanks for throwing it back to me. I'm a little bit reluctant to speak on it because this is a very positive space, and although I know that objective, articulate points of view are not discouraged from this space, at the same time, I do have some harsh words for,
Do it, TV.
Yeah, do it.
Let it go. Do it.
Yeah, we're all for constructive criticism, but yeah, as long as it's not like downright nastiness or flooding or anything like that, then it's all good, man. If you've got something to add to it, throw it in.
Yeah, I mean, the only explanation I can think of for how the VeVe team, how anyone could have signed off on that still image in the pre-medium article is that they looked at what Disney or Lucasfilm or whatever signed off on in terms of the 3 models and said, okay, we have a problem here. The community is not going to be happy with this face. We need to prepare them by giving the worst possible still image in the pre-medium article so that when they get the medium article, they'll inspect it and say, oh, actually, this isn't as bad as we thought based on that still image. The reason I say this is because, and this is, I feel this is an important point to make. The idea, and by the way, everybody, I'm a long-term holder. I'm at least a 10-year holder on VeVe. I'm very interested in special mints. I'm going to be sniping the hell out of whatever I can get tomorrow in terms of significant mints. This is Luke FA. It's serious business. However, I also need to know that the fundamentals are in place always for this project. And what I mean by fundamentals are the craftsmanship of the pieces, the continuous high-level IP, and there's another fundamental that it has emerged for me, and that is the fundamental of feeling strongly that the team as a finger on the pulse of the community. I find it
CB,
yeah.
I just wanted to add on that, the finger of the pulse of the community. I feel like what makes this drop so attractive is the low mint size.
I
You know what I
totally
mean?
agree. The scarcity is huge, and the scarcity could very well overcome people's feelings on the face. But the point I'm driving at, I guess, is that if you're on the VeVe team and you decided to give us this still image, not as a way to sort of overly prepare us for a drop that actually wasn't terrible looking, but at least you get us sort of weirded out by this still image. Like if that wasn't intentional and it was accidental or just incidental, I find that disturbing. And the reason I find that disturbing is because this is Luke FA. And if you're a human being with eyes and you saw that still image, your first thought was, I understand maybe if they can't get Mark Hamill likeness, but there are many other ways to go in terms of getting something that approximates Luke's looks. What this still image shows me, possibly, is that the VeVe team is so distracted by other things, which is great, implementing other things, which is great, that they actually didn't have their eye on the ball in terms of this Luke drop. If that's the case, that's very, very disappointing to me. Again, because this is Luke Skywalker FA. And so I feel like that you know, I have no dog in the fight in terms of who on the team likes me or doesn't like me. I'm bullish on this because this is an incredible project and I'm here long term. But I know this space is being recorded, and if any of the VeVe team listens to this, people, you must do better with something as monumental as Luke FA than a fish-faced, offensive still image that we got. Even if the drop is better than the still image, that still image shows me that I might not be dealing with real Star Wars fandom amongst the VeVe team. That's the only conclusion that I can have. So those are my thoughts on it. Like I said, I'm bullish long term, everybody. But when I see something like what just happened with the Luke FA, at least pre-medium article, I find that kind of shakes me in a way that I guess I just tried to articulate. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, no worries, man. No, that's no problem at all, CB. Thanks for sharing that with us, mate. And like I said before, like we're all for constructive criticism and anything like that, but as long as it's not like downright nastiness or being mean or anything like that. So yeah, we definitely appreciate your opinions, mate, and your point of view. And yeah, if the VeVe team is out there listening to us, first of all, thank you for listening to us. We much appreciate to it. And maybe take that into consideration for moving forward.
Got a little heated with the fish face moment. I realized that. Apologies. I'm very passionate about these things. I'm passionate, Jerry.
Oh, mate, it's Star
what
Wars.
you say
Everyone's
makes
passionate about
sense.
Star Wars.
And of course, none of us see this Luke and think like, "Oh wow, this is great." It's great that we have Luke, but I definitely think he could look better. I think we all think he could look better. And honestly, I still don't even know if I'm going to go for it just because I want the gauntlet. And I don't, if I can't get it in the drop, like, I don't know how much I'm going to have to pay for it in the market.
Yeah, we just have to see how we go. So,
That doesn't
has anyone
sound
else?
very Spanish for me.
No. Did anyone else? Has anyone else gone for any other drops in the market lately? Like right now, lately we've had the Big Hero 6 drop. We've had the Patrick Hughes, the Star-Lord comics, Guardians of the Galaxy. So anyone else pick up anything in the market? I personally missed out on all of it because, like I said, I'm gem poor at the moment. But yeah. And anyone else grab anything? I'm loving the Patrick Hughes artwork. That's looking really cool.
Yeah, me too. I missed the drop completely, but I went and picked up the crate one because the robot crate because I like it a lot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is that because you really like the artwork, or you're gonna have a try for winning the physical that they're gonna be giving away?
Both. I really like all of Patrick Hughes' work. I think that it's going to look really, really cool in the VeVeVerse. So I definitely hold his other artworks too before this drop, and I
Oh,
would
nice.
like to get the lunar one too with the moon. But yeah, I'm limited on gyms as well, Osman, so gotta play him smart.
Yeah, for sure. So, Sleeping, how are you, mate? So if you want to come up and say a few words, mate, thank you for dropping in, mate. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Hey everybody, thanks for having me. What a great space. Been meaning to stop, but this is like kind of late for me. I go to bed at like 8 p.m. because I'm really, really old, but got to stay up for something like this.
Yeah, mate.
I'm
Look,
about to have to get off.
Bye.
yeah, that's cool. No, look, I appreciate you taking the time to chill here with us and say a few words. And like I said before, mate, like when I gave you that shout out, I just want to say thank you. Like, what the video that you did about finding your place in the community, whether it be like holding spaces like this or contributing in a way to sort of help the community, where you don't have to actively participate in the market to feel relevant in the community. So that kind of inspired me to sort of find my place in the community. So I just wanted to say thank you for that.
Wow, that's that actually makes me feel really good. I thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I mean, I think we all want to try and find our place, right? And it's such a great community, and there's so many different people here from so many different walks of life, so many different ages, etc. We're all obviously collecting these great collectibles and meeting people, and so that's really what it's all about. And but yeah, I like it is a different kind of. I mean, I get it with the constructive criticism. We always have to have
Mhm.
constructive criticism, right? But just trying to have a more positive spin because we've had a lot of FUD and a lot of people that are just space after space hating on everything. It just kind of
Yeah.
doesn't make sense, right? Well, I guess that's how a lot of people are in their life too. But no, I just appreciate. I'm just listening, and it's a great conversation. And so, anyways, I'll just jump back down, and unless anybody has any comment questions or anything like that, or any questions in general, I can answer.
Yeah, well, just gonna ask, like, how have you been? Like, have you been picking up anything lately in the market? So, what's been happening in your collecting world?
Well, actually, I sold a bunch of those infinity gems because I had stacked a bunch of them, so that was good. So I still have some, obviously, but so it's been a good week for me. I waited a year and was able to sell some of this stuff, so that felt good.
Sleeping,
And then
you just did such a good job unloading those that when you said that was good, you gave like a Mean Girls that was gruel moment where you were caught in between two words. And yeah, that means that you smashed those sales. That's what that tells me, bud.
well, yeah. So it was good. Like I said, it's always good to quote unquote. I don't know if the right term is be right. I don't know that sounds terrible. I don't know. Anyways, but then I was able to pick up a piece that I really, really wanted, and that was the Brett Crawford self-made statue. I don't know if you're.
Oh yeah, that's the wooden
It's the
one, yeah,
wooden one
where
with
he's
the guy
carved himself out of wood, yeah.
he's making himself. It's so cool. I really, really
Yeah, I
wanted
know the
that one. And so I was able to talk to a guy and get the number 48 one of it. So a pretty relatively low mint. And so that was, I'm really excited about that. And then I also bought the physical from him. So he had a physical version of it that he got from the artist's personal collection, and it's hand signed. It's like crazy. So that was part of the deal.
Oh wow!
Dang, Sleeping, I see you.
So
That's amazing, mate.
really happy.
Congratulations.
I think
That's
there's
how I
something
spent my infinity gem money.
I think there's something.
Sleeping, I just wanted to ask.
Go ahead, Nos.
Go for it, Daniel. Go for it. No, you're good. You're good. Go for it. You first.
No, I just think that's really cool to kind of flip to collect. It's not trying to take profits so that I can cash out and just make a quick buck. I'm trying to fund my collection, and it's really cool, the whole dynamic of the market, that there are things happening all the time, and just, yeah, it's speculating, but that's part of the game as well. And the fact that you were able to get something that you really wanted by making purchases a long time ago, seeing ahead of the curve and putting your money where your mouth is. That's inspiring. I like that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You said exactly what I was gonna say, because I could hear it in Sleepin's voice. Speculation over a year payout, but I mean, Sleeping, you come from the game of comics. You got to speculate 5, 10 years out. So you must have a fat smile on your face. You're like, I speculated on this, and then I saw a return at 1 year, and then you're able to move it into something else. You know what I mean? So keep up the speculation stuff going, because I know you mentioned it in your videos that you don't know much, but I've been fortunate enough to absorb a lot of your content, man, and you're very humble, modest. So appreciate you.
Thanks. No, you're exactly right. Like, and people know this. Like, I was buying America Chavez comics, years ago. I still have a ton of them. I was buying Riri Williams comics years and years ago, waiting, and obviously she showed up in Black Panther 2. Sorry, spoiler alert. And I think she'll have a big run here in the MCU. But yeah, in the comic world, that's a 5-year run, right? That you got to hold those comics for 5 years, which is, fine. And of course, the ultimate one that I made the most money on that people know is that I bought a bunch of Ultimate Fallout 4s, years and years and years ago. So I was able to make a bunch of money off of those.
Yeah, well done.
I think I had 4 9.8s, so that was good.
Sleeping, you're like, so that was gruel.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to the new movie coming out next month?
For sure. I'm super excited about it. I was so blown away by the first one. I literally, here's what's crazy is I didn't actually go see it. I was busy, and I didn't have a chance. And I meant to, I mean to, and then my son went to see it, and he said it was like his favorite Spider-Man movie. And I'm like, what? Wait, what? There's a lot,
No, I have to
so
see
then
it.
I, of course, watched it. It was unbelievable. I've seen it, 4 times or something like that. And I'm not a person who rewatches movies a lot. But yeah, wow. So I'm really excited for the new one.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, while we're on that movie topic, I don't know if anyone saw it yet, but Fandango is doing another NFT giveaway for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So,
I did see that.
Yeah, so definitely check it out, guys. It is going to be another VeVe NFT. It's in the terms of service that VeVe is in it. So it's going to be kind of similar to like the Buzz poster was. As far as the type of entry, we don't know about the collectible. But if anyone's interested in watching it, do the Fandango to get your chance of winning an NFT for the movie Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Nice. Do you know if that's just like for US customers only, or is that international?
Check out Fandango. I know it's Fandango that's doing it. So do you have Fandango there at the UK, Osman?
I don't know. I'm assuming that's a cinema chain, yeah?
Yeah, they sell the movie tickets here in the US.
I don't think so, but I'll have to have a Google and have a look.
Yeah, see if they're doing it out there for you guys in the UK.
Go ahead, Casey. You want to say something?
I just wanted to say that I have to go because it's almost 10 o'clock and I wake up way too early to be up right now. But thank you so much.
No, you got to drop some bars before you go, Casey. You got to drop some bars. Come on.
Don't have to do that, do I?
No, but
you could rap
before you leave. That's the only way you can leave.
It's her first time with us, maybe second time.
Yeah. Or maybe me and Kay will do a little duet somewhere down the line. How about that?
Yeah, we could do a duet down the line for sure. For sure.
That's it. We'll bust out some Backstreet Boys or something, yeah?
Oh
yeah, you can't back out.
But if I sing Backstreet Boys with you, you have to sing Britney Spears with me.
Deal.
Okay, let's go.
You didn't even.
There you go. You heard it, folks, and also it's recorded as well, so all the rest of the world's gonna hear it too. So I've done it now.
You didn't even hesitate.
Like, oops, I did.
You didn't even hesitate.
I know. I was just like, oops, I did it again.
There's a forever receipt. Oh no.
He planned it.
No, that should be fun. That
Let's
should be
go. Have a
fun.
good
But
night,
seriously,
KC.
thank you so much for the invite, Osman. It was so nice to hang out with you guys. Sorry it couldn't be for too long, but next week I will be back and hanging out with you guys. And Osman, you need to come hang out with us more during the other spaces too, if you can. I know that you're
I will.
on like the opposite time of life, but when you can, I'm gonna start
Oh,
sending you spaces.
tell me about it. Time zones are an absolute pain out here, but yeah, if you ever hold a space, feel free to drop me a message, and yeah, I will try and do my best to jump in where I can.
For sure, because I see D hopping in. I see you, D. I see you. But yeah.
All right, I'm
always
gonna
a pleasure to
KC.
hang out with you guys.
I'm gonna link arms with you, and we'll walk out together. Because unfortunately, I have to go to bed. Everyone.
Okay.
Thanks
No
for
worries,
coming.
CB. Again, mate, thanks for dropping in, and yeah, you're always welcome in our space whenever you get a moment.
Thanks, Osman. Thanks, D1, Dino, KC, everybody, VeVeFam. Great combo, everyone. Nas, talk to everyone in a bit.
See you, CB.
No worries, mate. Take care, mate. Have a good one. Night, Kay.
Yeah, I wanted to hear what Sleepin had to say real quick, but now I got to drop off too. Thanks for holding the space. Got to drop in more often. Got to talk a little more.
Thank you, FamBam.
Yeah, thanks, FamBam. Thanks for taking the time
Bye,
to drop
KC.
in.
Bye, FamBam.
Nice to meet you too. See ya.
Bye, guys. Peace out.
Yeah,
Good
take
night,
care.
good night.
Ah, that was cool. That's so
It's
cool.
lit.
So yeah, what else has been happening in the world today? What else has been going on?
So you guys going
So
for those?
we got.
Are you gonna go for the
Yeah,
Star Wars drop or the Tarzan comic drop? You guys into either of those?
No Tarzan for me.
Nah, Tarzan doesn't really do much for me either.
No on Tarzan.
So what about you?
I want to pick up a Luke though.
I think I probably maybe go for Luke, maybe like in the aftermarket, maybe. But again, like because of the numbers on the secret rare, it is quite tempting to sort of maybe just have your luck at it.
Yeah, the way I see it is yeah, if I hit a secret rare, that's great. I can flip it and just buy the animated version because that's the one I'm really interested in. And if I get that, perfect, because I like minting things and having Genesis mints. So for drops like that, even though I know same thing with Hulk, I knew it was going to go under retail, but I wanted to mint one, and I think that long term that'll be valuable. So that's part of it for me. And then I guess you could always DCA if you are worried about that, but for me, I just got to have at least one Genesis mint.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think the rare is probably going to be the more popular one because of the animation. I think, like I said before, the Voltaholics are going to go nuts with it when they start pairing it with the ultra rare Darth Vader. But
I
we
don't know
will
if I
see.
like the $60 point though. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I mean, but 60 gems, FA Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker is like the one of the biggest names in Star Wars. So it's like, I mean, it is kind of merited. I mean, I probably maybe would have gone maybe closer to maybe a 50, but that's just me.
They are consistent, right? I mean, Darth Vader was 80. I think Obi was 60. So yeah, they're dropping the additions for this current sentiment, but it doesn't seem like they're dropping the price too much. But I guess you gotta pay to play.
That's it. But in saying that as well, I think what the ultra rare Darth Vader was 80, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Something
It was
around those lines. Yeah.
Is there any chance it doesn't sell out?
I think
I reckon it's gonna sell out.
Yeah, because like so much people love Star Wars, no matter the price. I think it's gonna sell out.
Yeah, I think it'll sell.
I think if you would have asked that, maybe like 2 weeks ago, we would have to think twice. But the way the market's moving right now, the way the floors are moving up, the sentiment is the way it is right now. In my opinion, I think it's no questions asked. It's going to sell out.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to sell out.
Does a common go under retail, do you think?
I was going to ask that same question, Sleeping. Does it go under retail?
I don't know. I mean, I reckon which one's it? Yeah, it's a tricky one. I reckon it might if it does go under retail, it's probably not going to go under retail too much
Yeah,
because I mean, like Luke Skywalker, Star Wars, it does have like some pretty significant weight to it.
I'm thinking 50 to
I
55
reckon.
or so.
Yeah, so
If it
I'm thinking something that's ballpark as well.
if
I
it
think it
went
goes
under
under.
50, it's gobbled up 100%.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, we got Mycollectables in the house. How are you, mate? Thanks for coming back. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, MC?
Hey guys, thanks for popping me up here. This is great. I always miss the first bit because of family stuff, but I love the conversation.
Yeah, no, nice one, man. Thank you for taking the time to drop in, and also thanks for dropping into VeVe Magic's live stream as well. So that was a good bit of fun.
That was amazing. That was so cool. Being up there on stage with David, you, Dan, and Alex, and of course you, and of course everybody
Yeah,
else who joined. And Metaverse Life Chubb popped in there and sleeping. Where did you get a chance to join? Because I saw you in the audience there.
No, I was running around.
Oh, it was so cool for you to get up there too, man, and everybody else here, obviously. So, but yeah, I was gonna say about
yeah.
the secret rare, like tomorrow. The I think that's why it sells out. Is because the secret rare. The
Mm,
chance of getting it. It wasn't so scarce, then I might be worried a bit. Like if it was like 1,500 and it was an ultra rare, 1,500 editions. But because that secret rare is like 500 editions, I think people will keep pulling the lever just for the sake of it. Because the rare is animated too, so it's to me like an
mhm.
absolutely perfect drop. I wish it was a bit cheaper, but 60 is still good to me. So I think it's just a perfect Luke Skywalker drop for sure. The numbers are perfect for me. Like I would just keep pulling the lever. Like if I had enough gems, just a chance to get that secret rare. You know what I mean? So that's really really
Yeah,
well designed. If you ask me, we'll see what happens. But that's my thought.
So, do you think it doesn't sell out right away, MC? You think multiple people could get the lever more than once?
Yeah, like I think so. I think because I think it won't sell out. Like personally, I don't know if it'll sell out instantly because of the artwork. I think some people don't like the face, and for good
mm.
reason. It's not like it doesn't look exactly great. I mean, if you play Battlefront 2, by the way, if you're into Star
Oh
Wars
yeah.
games this weekend, Battlefront 2 has got like all these bonuses right now, even though the game was supposed to be dead. My son and I were playing it all night tonight. They got all the like you could be a hero over and over and over again, and Luke in there his face at different times looks a bit weird as well. Like they never can quite get Mark Hamill's face right. So I don't think it looks that bad in the app. I think it looks pretty good if you compare it to other things. If you compare it to the movie,
Hmm.
I mean, it's pretty tough to make it look like the movie. And if you don't compare it
Oh
to
yeah.
Fortnite, because that's like their own style, right? They have their own animated sort of look. So,
Mm.
but yeah,
Have you guys ever
just my opinion.
have you guys ever seen those pictures with Sebastian Stan and Mark Hamill right next to each other?
Yeah. How they basically look like twins, don't they? Or Sebastian Stan looks like a
It's
younger,
like
like Mark
it's
Hamill.
unbelievably uncanny.
Yeah, sleeping. Isn't that kind of like there was a rumor big time about that a couple of years ago, remember? And they showed those two photos that somebody did. It was unbelievable. He's a little bit more buff, but Luke's face, if you look at Mark Hamill's face after his accident, if you guys know, like, if you look at him in A New
Yeah,
Hope,
Yeah, I
yeah.
remember.
yeah, he had that bad accident and he actually had like face, like he had to have this like face fixed before Empire Strikes Back. That's why he looks a bit different between the two movies because he had a bad car
Hmm.
crash that not a lot of people talk about.
That's right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it caused some scarring on his face. So in Empire Strikes Back, his face is, and then he had to have surgery again after that. So you know,
Yeah. Right.
if you look at him in the Christmas special, like if you guys seen the Christmas special, Mark Hamill looks like really weird. He's got like blonde hair, looks so different. And then after that, he had the car accident. And anyway, but yeah, sleeping man, those photos are uncanny, hey?
There's the big rumors, of course, that they're going to have more of a focus with him potentially in some of these movies and Disney Plus shows. In other words, they'll have more Luke Skywalker. And so I wonder if they'll just sign up Sebastian Stan. They should just sign him up.
Mm. Yeah, they should just do
Because I
it.
know they're
I mean,
using
like,
that de-aging and the computer stuff and all this other stuff, but they should just sign up. They should just sign up Sebastian Stan.
yeah, well, he'd be the perfect fit for to play Luke Skywalker, like, you know, in the younger days. Yeah,
Maybe he's too expensive.
maybe. Yeah, things like, oh yeah, I'm Winter Soldier now. You can't afford me.
Yeah, they better do it quick because he's not like super young anymore, though, right?
Well, no, he's
He's in
not.
his 30s now, so you know he'll catch up to Mark Hamill soon.
So then they'll have to hire him, but then de-age him.
Yeah, it'd be like a vicious cycle.
Yeah, they just have to keep hiring these guys and de-aging them. Although, did you see the previews for the new Indiana Jones movie? The de-aged Harrison Ford is like unbelievable.
Yeah, I was quite impressed with that. I was like, wow, it's like almost like how he looks like back like in like Raiders.
I just think that technology, because it did look a little bit goofy at the end of Mandalorian season 2, and then in Boba Fett it looked much better. Luke Skywalker did. So you wonder if they're just going to continually perfect that until it's, you know, really, really good. And then they're going to use Chat GPT to do all the dialogue.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's scary what some of that stuff can do now, especially like, you know, what we've been seeing coming out, like, you know, people playing around with Mid-Journey, GPT. I mean, like, yeah, AI is becoming a very powerful tool. We're gonna have a Terminator scenario before we know it.
Videos, so I'll be like, make an Asian guy talk about comics wearing a hat.
See what it comes up with. I want to see it. Let's see it.
And then I'll just have to be like, no, not old enough. Keep making him older looking.
You're ageless.
Young at heart.
Sleeping, you're ageless. You look like a baby still. No wrinkles, nothing. You look great.
It's AI and Photoshop.
Yeah, you've always been AI. He's AI right now. It's not even him.
And that's it. This is GPT talking for him.
All right, guys. I gotta go to bed, but I really appreciate it. But I'll definitely be stopping in each week because this is great. You guys, this is a great space.
Thank you,
No,
Sleep.
thank you. Yeah, thank you, Sleepin. Thank you for dropping in.
Appreciate you, Sleepin.
And yeah, maybe we'll catch you next week. Take care, buddy.
Night, Sleepin.
Have a good one.
Snapping. Gets those wins with Galactus.
Nice one. This is great. I'm loving it. Loving the topics tonight. Loving the energy. For anyone who's just jumping in or still with us, so this is WebV Wednesdays, brought to you by the WebV Collective. Basically, we're just a group of like-minded individuals who sort of come together and just helping to share our love of collecting with the community, and just trying to keep the positive sentiment rolling, and just trying to get away from any FUD or negativity that's floating around in the market. And just collecting and connecting through our love of VeVe and all things nerdy and geekiness.
So did you go to sleep after that live stream today?
I did. I went to sleep for a whole of 3 hours, and then I'm back, and now I'm doing this.
I was gonna say, like, that just happened. It seemed like so. Wow, man, you need a logo, dude. You got to get a logo. we got to get you one.
Oh well, mate, that'd be amazing. That'd be like the highlight of my of to just make it all worth it. Like have my own logo. Wow, but we'll see. I mean, Dan was there. Dave was there. I was actually secretly hoping that maybe Dan or Dave might drop into to the stream today, because I did throw it up there saying, like, if you guys are available, drop in, say hi, even if it's just for 2 minutes. That would really be a highlight. But yeah, no, but like I said, that was amazing opportunity to just have my face up there with David, Dan, and yourself as well. It was a real surreal experience.
You look like you belong, bro.
Yeah, thank you. And also, another thing I want to throw out there as well before I forget about is you, Dino. So I've watched your latest YouTube video as well about focusing your creative efforts into doing more content for the VeVe Collective. And all I can say is, wow, man, I feel very privileged to have you as part of the group, and I'm also very happy that the VeVe Collective has given you that that sort of direction that you want to take.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, well, that's the effect you guys have had on me. I mean, the content was getting harder and harder to make as the business got busier. But when VeVe came into the picture, I just found myself gravitating towards you guys and feeling reinvigorated because, yeah, I mean, for a year and a half or so, it was just me and the VeVe market essentially. And the more I started to interact with the community, the more fun it became. And now that is the reason that this continues for me. And so, yeah, I just found myself continuously wanting to do things with VeVe and for VeVe. And I was thinking, man, this is, these two things are not going to be able to coexist. And so I'm just thinking about it for a long time. And I appreciate you and Hinano hearing me out and just really encouraging me to do what I needed to do. And yeah, it just feels right. It feels right to be here. I feel like I belong. And I just really appreciate how positive you guys have been in my life and in my VeVe journey. And I'm just really excited for this. I mean, this has made a bear market fun, and that's the testament that we all need.
Yeah, right on, man. Love it. I mean, like that's more or less right there is the whole reason why the VeVe Collective was created, is to give people that sort of that sense of purpose, to sort of have that safe space to sort of like share their collectibles and like talk like fandom, pop culture, basically with other like-minded individuals that you might not be able to get from the outside, like in real life. But yeah, just giving people that sense of belonging is what we really aim for. And yeah, it makes me feel really good that that we're having that impact on your life, man. And yeah, I literally have no words. Hinano, mate, you want to throw something in there?
Yeah, I got a few words, and I really appreciate what you just said there, Dino. And I'm in the same sentiment with Osman here. When we first started this group, it's just kind of a bunch of friends just kind of getting together, and now it's turned into something really special. And I think what's going on with you and everyone else, because what I've noticed when people join this group, they end up getting confidence, or they end up getting inspiration, or they end up wanting to do more. And I see them, they're out there. You got Evolve, you got you, Dino, and I appreciate you also for like stopping your channel, and now you want to come and give your 100% to the VeVe. So that makes me feel good inside. I'm sure it makes Alex feel good inside.
Definitely.
And I literally, it's just, I really feel good about this. And yeah, man, I mean, this is a special thing. And thank you for saying that.
Yeah, I know something special when I see it. And yeah, I just want to say thank you. If anybody's in this space that has watched my content over the many months, I just appreciate that support. And yeah, this is kind of the next chapter. It's been a great opportunity to get in front of a camera, get on the microphone. I mean, these things don't come natural to me. So this has been like a big growth process. And, I think that's something that I can encourage anybody who feels the yearning to take a deeper step into the community and put yourself out there. It can be very, very nerve-wracking, and we're all stretching our comfort zone, but the growth that has come from it is truly special. This is something that will translate to all areas of life. And so and to have friends from around the world that can encourage you, I mean, it's special. It truly is special. And so, and we all support each other in our day-to-day life. We're saying good morning, good night, how was your day at work? Encouraging each other to just get through the days where we're grinding through work and we're stressed out. And so this is more than just a collecting group. It's a group of friends. And so, yeah, I appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
mate. And we appreciate you too, mate.
Appreciate you too, brother.
Of course we appreciate you, man. God.
All right, I knew that.
Yo, by the way,
You guys are very good at letting me know. Thank you.
I haven't seen him up in a minute. Good morning, Skeete. How are you, brother?
Hey,
Yeah.
how is everybody? How is everyone? We all
Skeete.
Good,
feeling
Kit.
good?
How are you? I'm not sure if we've met before.
No, not. I don't think we have met formally. I was listening into the. Well, I just caught up. I'd say over the last hour and a half on VeVe Magic stream, and so I was just looking through and saw that there's this Wednesday space. So I literally made a little note because I like to get around content creators and see what's going on and just dip into the spaces and drop into live streams and stuff, just kind of get the feel. But I was just like, I'm probably going to miss this one because you said it was just like it was in a couple of hours, and this obviously was hours ago, so I was like, all right, no worries.
Yeah.
But then I'm guessing either this has been going on for a long time, or given the time zone you started like early, because I think are you in the Australia side?
No, I'm over here in England.
Oh, you're UK sides.
Yeah,
Oh,
mate, I'm
home
UK.
team, home turf.
Yeah, whereabouts in the UK are you?
No, well, I'm not now. I've actually moved to Thailand in January, so I'm
Ah,
traveling
nice.
around Asia. But yeah, I was staying in Milton Keynes.
Oh, okay, not too far away from me. I'm down in Bristol.
Okay, yeah. So did you hit up Decon UK?
I did, yeah. I was at
Yeah.
UK last year. Oh man, it was
Yeah.
an amazing experience.
You
You were
probably
there
we
as well?
probably would have crossed paths then. You definitely would have crossed paths. So yeah, I was basically like manning the line, manning the line
We
and
yeah,
handing
you were.
out the t-shirts.
Oh right, okay. Oh, excellent. So you're actually part of the VV team.
Skeete's being
Yes.
humble, Ozman. Skeete's a mod. He's a beautiful guy that does beautiful things for the team.
Oh no
Unless
way.
did you get promoted to being on the team, Skeete?
Yeah, I don't get to do as much modding anymore because of the work that I've got to do with the team. But still, I'm try and drop in the Discord as much as possible, and yeah, we just enjoy it. But it was what was recently being said, I think, by Dino that I absolutely loved the most. One of the main things that when I first started to get involved. I love traveling anyway. It's all it's in my blood. I love to travel, love to see different countries and cultures and learn from different types of people. But one of the things I love the most is these spaces that was just going on, and you're speaking to people from all over the world who
Mm-hmm.
don't know you, but they know you. You have a shared interest, a shared positivity, a shared common goal. Of course, there's going to be negativity at times, and some negativity is good. At the end of the day, some things need to be called out on. But it's just nice. One of the things I really enjoyed was just that kind of family feeling of everybody here for common goal, common interest, halfway across the world. And that's what kind of really sparked the meetups. I'll always give homage to the Texas crew because I think they were the first to lead the charge with actually having meetups together, and I thought was inspiring and loved it. That's why we ended up having a couple of UK meetups, and then you saw other areas having meetups, and it just kind of spreading out. So no, I just like I said, a lot of love and appreciation to the fam, and for keeping these things going in good times, challenging times. Just it's nice to know that everybody has that nice little support network, and we all enjoy.
Yeah, mate, right on.
Just curious, Skeete, with your recent move to Thailand, has that kind of time shift kind of affected you being on Spaces a little bit more? Because I know you were on it for a while, and then now
Um,
it's been very
well,
seldom.
I kind of dropped some of the spaces talk because as you guys will learn about me, I'm quite blunt and quite forthcoming. So I'll always say what I think, whether it's
Mhm.
right or whether it's wrong, and I always like to be as open and honest as possible. But then I found it quite hard to balance not being able to say things and then being in spaces. So if someone's like,
Yeah.
what's your speculation about this drop? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
That's it.
I struggle with it. I really struggle. So that's why I was just like, it's easier just to sit and listen and pop up every now and then after the fact.
Mm.
But yeah, like yeah, I don't know. I just found it hard trying to not be as open and and honest.
Well, let me pose a question to you then that maybe most people don't really ask you. Is like, what do you like to collect?
I've got to be honest. I'm super fussy about what I collect and random. Okay, so when I first started, I'm not ashamed to say I was just king flipper. I had no real interest in collecting anything. I
Yep.
just wanted to flip everything into
Yeah.
getting as many grails or as many high-end items as I can to stash. And I think I didn't keep a single item for like the first 2-3 months I was in here. I was just flipping every drop. But now I'm kind of like, I just like
No,
to
so you still got a couple of those the high ticket items just for your own collection?
Yep. I still possess a few of those that I'm just keeping and
I think
stuff
we might have lost him.
that I want. I really want the gauntlet with the gems. I've got to be honest, I'm not actually fussed about the Thanoses. I want the gauntlet. You know, like that's I kind of just, I don't know. It's weird. You know, the house, was it the House of Cards? The paintings of the women. I wanted all of those, so I went and collected all of that. Tara McPherson, I never heard her name before the app, yet two of my favorite pieces on the app are hers. So yeah, I kind of just filter in and out. I guess I just like we always say, you know, collect what you like, collect what you love. Not everything is for everyone. And yeah, I guess I'm kind of proof, having gone from flip everything to being like, do you know what, I actually quite like that Coca-Cola truck. I'm like, that's a Coca-Cola truck. Everyone's like, yeah, I paid way above what it is now, but I don't care. Like, I wanted the Coca-Cola truck. I now have it.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, like, you know, if you collect what you love, like, you know, you won't be majorly stressed out, like, you know, if it like loses, like, you know, a ton of its value, or if something else happens. You're collecting things because you like to collect, and it brings value to you.
I think the mindset shift is a big one, and I think a lot of people have to be honest with themselves. So when I'm in this flipping just for money, then yes, you know, the value of stuff going down will affect you because you're in it for money and you are losing money. But when my mindset is based on having things you like or just you use, I think, which is even more, you don't even have to like it. The reality, and I do say this, you know, I used to say it a lot in spaces. I was like, 99.9% of things you come into contact with in this world will go below retail. If you look around your house, 99% of the things in your house are below retail. There's probably very few items in your house that you could go and get more money for than you paid for it. Like, that's just life. But no one turns around and is just like, oh, my laptop is now 30% less than when I bought it. I'm devastated. Like, you know, no one looks at their TV and it's just like, oh, you know what? I'm still using this TV, but it's 25% down on retail. This is terrible.
Yeah, like my car has just lost, like, you know, 20% of its value the moment I drove it out of the car park.
Right, exactly. So that's why I'm just like, when you have that mindset of just like, you know what, I like it and I get it. You know, I like those headphones, so I got those headphones. I don't sit there wondering about the value of it. I listen and use my headphones. So that's kind of where I am with collecting on VeVe now. But I'm not going to be a hypocrite. Those first 3 to 6 months, no, my entire mindset was profit based, 100%.
Yeah, mate, like, I can totally see that, like, especially, like, you know, during, like, you know, the January highs, like, you know, when everything was just going, like, to the absolute moon. I mean, like, everyone, I do admit that's one of the reasons why I got in as well, because I started seeing the numbers go up and thought I could make a bit of money along with collecting stuff that I liked as well. But yeah, I mean, like, it even comes back to what Mycollectables said, like, you know, in one of his videos a while back, was it comes down to why are you here? If you're here to flip, then yeah, you might get disappointed. But if you're here, like, you know, to actually collect and interact with the community, or just do it in that sort of sense, then you'll be much more what's the word, fulfilled, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that was kind of the point, was like, thanks for bringing that up, because it was like, it was more about, you know, like, if you're here to flip, that's great, then, you know, that's cool, right? Like, just people knowing why they're here and accepting that gives you like a purpose. It gives you kind of like a point. So and then, you know, you don't get upset about other stuff that maybe you're not really here for. There's like, if you're here to flip, and make money, right? Like we all have done that. We all want to do that too.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's always an opportunity no matter what the market's going on, or no matter how like the VeVe team reacts, there's usually something you can do. And if you focus on that and focus on like making money and just making those, playing that game, then you can be focused, right? So it's kind of like, you know, knowing why you're like what the point is of what you're doing here is I mean, that goes for pretty much anything, really, right? I mean, like if you have a
Yeah, for sure.
goal, then you can set some, if you have a focus, you can set some goals. And so I just wanted people to like think about it as opposed to just reacting to every little thing that happens and not knowing why they're upset or not upset, or why, you know, some people are happy and some people aren't. I mean, just take a deeper look.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, like, you know, it's like everyone was like, when all like, you know, the massive FUD, like, you know, was running around the spaces, and everyone was like getting stressed out, like, you know, that they're down X amount on like, you know, what they bought their collectibles for, or the team's not doing this, the team's not doing that. It's just like, well, like let's get away from all that, and like let's scale it back to like why you actually, exactly, like why are you actually here? Are you here like to make money? Because if you're here to make money, you might be greatly disappointed. But if you're here, like, you know, because you actually enjoy the product, you enjoy reading the comics or displaying them in AR, you like playing around with the collectibles, then that's a much better reason to be here.
Yeah, and it just helps you, like, you know, it just helps people, in my opinion anyway, it just helps, you know, figure out what you want to do, right? And if it is like, you know, if there's certain things that don't that you know that aren't working for your plan, then the whole point is, well, maybe then the VeVe is not the place to be doing your plan, right? It's just, and that's
Exactly.
fine, right? Like, there's not like, I don't want anyone to leave the app or anything, but for example, someone's here and it's all like at this stage of the game that we're in now is about doing drops, flipping them immediately, and no matter what you get, you're going to make money. Well, that's not going to happen anymore, right? So there's no point getting mad
No,
about it. Just know, okay, if
no.
that's what I want to do, okay, maybe is there another place I can do that? Because there's so many opportunities. I mean, there's so many platforms now, and there's like so many different projects where you could literally make money. I mean, like I didn't get on Pepe or whatever at all, and you know, I mean,
Oh,
you know,
no,
like
me neither.
I could have done that. And sometimes I think back about like, oh, you know, around 2017 and 2016, I was in my store and I had a good friend who would come in there, and he's a big Star Wars fan, like it's just a massive Star Wars, and he like his car was deckled with the Death Star. Okay, this is how big of a fan he
Nice.
was, right? He'd park out front and we'd laugh and joke. And anyway, he was like, hey, like, you know, have you been looking into cryptocurrencies? And I was kind of like, oh, not really. No, like, I don't, you know, I kind of heard a bit. And he's like, oh man, you got to get in. Like, now's the time. And I don't know, you know. And I was like, oh, okay, we were talking a bit, but I was pretty kind of like sketched about it. And then I started looking into it a bit more just on my own. Like, and it was just at that point, it was just too much to figure out. I'm in Canada, so it was pretty difficult, like to even get
Mm,
money into, like even have an exchange, you know. So, and even how to figure out how to do that, like with our banks, like how to even be able to have a bank or a credit card that would be approved. You know, it's all sorts of stuff. So I looked into it for
yeah.
like literally like a couple of days, and I was kind of like, you know, but like maybe if I would have plugged in more, you know, I would have been like, I would have been able to make some really good money there and like set myself up even more, because that was like right before Bitcoin and all them took off like big time, right? So, and then it came back
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
But anyway, the point is like you can always look for different opportunities, right? To find out what you want to do, right? I wasn't there yet with that, so.
Yeah, but you know, I totally agree. I mean, like, there's opportunities everywhere. Like, so long as you take the time to, like, you know, do your research and do what you feel is comfortable, and make your own risk assessments and make sure it makes sense to you in your place in life. But yeah, but I'm exactly the same. I mean, like, no, I've got friends who've, like, you know, made lots of money, like, you know, from investing in projects at the correct time, and I've also known people who've lost a lot of money investing in projects at the not so correct time. So it just all just comes back to down to your risk tolerance, if if you're getting into something that's causing you emotional stress, or you know it's causing you heartache in your life, then yeah, just you might need to rethink where you're at.
Yeah, I gotta say, if you wanna be rich, work hard. Just work your butt off, because I'm not that old and I'm not that wise, but something that I've learned is that every time I've tried to do something to get ahead quicker than I ought to, it's brought me trouble, and I've lost money,
Yeah,
and I was, upset about it. And it's just, I don't know, maybe some people can do that. Some people are really gifted, but when it comes to investing, it seems like most people lose and there's a couple people that win. And what I've learned, and this is kind of going back to what I've been focused on the last, 5-6 years of my life, is starting a business with my brother and just putting most of my effort into that, because that's bringing the world value and doing something that will steadily grow your net worth over time, something more stable. Because, yeah, I mean, I got into Bitcoin in 2016 and I could have sold when it was 20K and I didn't, because I didn't buy it to make a quick buck. But then it went back down and I felt like crap. And it was like, wow, why didn't I sell? So it just messes with your emotions. It makes you into someone that you're not. And so, yeah, I would just encourage anybody, if you want more money than you have now, find something that you can contribute to the world and just work your butt off. And that's, it'll be slow, it'll be steady, but I love listening to Gary Vaynerchuk and how he talks about patience and finding what you're meant to do. Going back to what Mycollectables talked about, having self-awareness. What am I good at? Where can I contribute? Where can I fit into this situation? And just work. Don't worry about anything else. Just work hard. And yeah, I think that's the key. That's something that I've learned. I don't know if that's everybody else's experience, but that's just what I've learned the hard way.
Well, it's definitely my experience. I mean, like, that's what I'm doing now. I mean, like, you sort of, the best way to do it is find something that brings you meaning, brings you purpose, brings you direction, and also brings you happiness. And that's the whole reason why I'm doing this. Doing these WebV, doing the work with the WebV Collective, hosting the WebV Wednesday spaces, because that's what's giving me purpose and me direction, and also being able to interact with everybody in the in the spaces. Yeah, mate, you got your hands up. You want to add something to the conversation?
Yeah, thanks, Oz. Yeah, to kind of touch on what Dino said about working. D should know this. My life is 100% work. I eat, sleep, and crap work. And then somewhere in between of doing all that, I do VeVe, and as well I spend time with my family. And so I 100% agree. I mean, if you're going to get anywhere in life, you're going to have to put in the work. Whatever that means to you, put in the work. Whether you're putting in the work to researching something, or you're putting in the work because you're trying to start something, or when you're putting in the work just because you're working, put in the work. But I'll add this, and I'll end it with this. Learn also to take a break, because if you don't, you're going to burn yourself out. So yes, work hard, 100%, but also learn to take a break.
That's it. Yeah, wise words. So anyway, I'll throw this a little bit in here. We've got about half an hour left before I go wrap the spaces up. But again, if anyone just joining in or still with us, thank you for jumping in. This is WebV Wednesdays, brought to you by the WebV Collective, which is our regular Wednesdays Twitter space from 8 till 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we just chill, relax. Nice, safe, chilled space to talk VeVe, NFTs, comics, collectibles, and a little bit of life lessons from time to time. I'm seeing we've got Kid Arcade in the house. So thanks for joining us, mate. Michael Camper as well. I've seen you here as well for a little bit. Again, also know she jumped on VeVe Magic's live stream as well. Thanks for jumping in on that. Sorry I didn't get a chance to chat with you. PT Lewis, so good to see you, mate. So thanks for coming back. And Poppy, always good to see you, buddy. And for anyone else who's still with us and I haven't met before, thank you for joining us. And yeah, let's keep it rolling.
I got a question. With you being UK bound, how comes you're up?
Sorry, mate.
How comes you're up?
How come I'm up?
Yeah, isn't it
mate,
like 4 a.m.?
Mate, it feels like it feels like I haven't slept because not only did I have to be up at 11 o'clock last night to be to participate in VeVe Magic's live stream. So I'm working on about 3 hours sleep at the moment, because then I had to get some sleep, then wake up for 4 a.m. Thursday morning here for this live stream.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was just like, so you must be getting up like 4 a.m. on a Wednesday, Thursday your time.
Yeah, but for me personally, I'm up quarter four every morning anyway. So this is like sort of like a standard get up time for me, only because I'm a father of two small children, wife, married, kids, etc., and I find that having those few hours in the morning before the family wakes up is really crucial to my day because it's nice and peaceful. I can focus on anything I want to focus on. Normally, I either get a workout in or like do some work for the spaces or for the WebV collective, or just chill and just relax and just do a bit of me time before my family wakes up and my day is basically done and all hell breaks loose.
I hear you. I hear you. Cool.
Yeah, I just
So
want to
yeah,
I just want to
yeah,
praise you, Osman, because yeah, you are very, very dedicated, and the reason that this is at 4 a.m. your time is because you're making the sacrifice for the rest of WebV, which is in another part of the world. So I just want to tell you I appreciate that. And yeah, okay, you're already up, but you could be doing other things to prepare for your day, but you decide to be here with us, and that means a lot to us. So thank you.
no, thank you. Like I've said before, man, I want to try and make the space and the WebV collective the best it could possibly be. And also something for everybody to enjoy as well. And yeah, I try and do these WebV. The WebV Wednesdays was basically catered to sort of for that side of the world because that's where the majority of everyone is. I mean, like sometimes I feel like a little bit isolated out here on my little island because like in Bristol here in the UK where I am, I've only ever met one other VeVe user. So if there are any other VeVe users out there in close to Bristol or not on the other side of the UK, like London, for example, yeah, hit me up. I would actually like to organize another meetup. But yeah, if anyone's ever interested in that, hit me a DM. Say always looking to interact with more people from the community. And I am looking at maybe possibly going to London Film Comic Con this year because there's some big names coming for that one.
For London Comic Con, did you say?
Yeah, London Film Comic Con. Like some of the big names they've got dropping this year is they have Mr. Chuck Norris, Danny Trejo, and Dolph Lundgren.
Okay.
I wish I could come, but maybe in a year or two I'll make it there.
Yeah, well, I'm the same. It's like me wanting to come to San Diego Comic Con. I would love that. I mean, that would be like a dream for me. Considering I've not only have I never been to San Diego Comic Con, I've never been to America.
Oh wow. You better get that Esther done and book a trip, man. Book a trip. I'd never been to a Comic Con before New York last year. And yeah, that was just, it was something else. Like it was everything I thought it would be, and at the same time, so much more than I thought it would. Right? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, that one was pretty nuts.
Yeah, and of course you got San Diego this year and New York this year, and yeah, it'll just be interesting to see.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts. I have been to like sort of Comic Con type stuffs in the past. I mean, like before I left Australia, I went to a couple of the Supernovas out there, which is basically like the Australian version of like Comic Con, and like sort of met. I actually had my photo taken with a couple of famous faces as well. But one of the pinnacles of my collection is I have a photo with Miss Carrie Fisher.
Okay.
Yeah, signed as well.
Where did you get that one?
That was in Perth, in Western Australia. So I think that was about 2010, somewhere around there. 2009, 2010, somewhere around there. And yeah, that was like such a surreal experience, like having my photo taken with like Star Wars royalty.
Right.
And but the last one I had, like another one, because the last Comic Con I went to was London Film and Comic Con a while back, where I had my photo taken with Mr. Bill Paxton.
Okay. I'm trying to see.
Yeah, I used to always be a big fan of Bill Paxton's work. I mean, he was one of my favorite actors. And like I've said as well, like in previous spaces and talks, is that like Bill Paxton is the only man ever to be killed by an alien, a predator, and a Terminator, and just an all-round fantastic actor.
That's totally a pub quiz bonus question right there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When is it? So it's July 7th to the 9th of July this year, London Film and Comic.
That's correct. Yeah, that's the one. But yeah, I mean, like, like just to see, like, have a chance to maybe see like someone like Danny Trejo, like, like Machete. You got like, Chuck Norris. I mean, like Chuck Norris himself. Just like, enough said there.
Mm.
And also like see like Dolph Lundgren as well. Like, I mean, I was always a fan of his growing up, especially like back in the 80s, like seeing Mr. He-Man himself.
I just want to say
so many faces that I recognize going.
I just want to say that Bill Paxton fun fact for Kid Arcade to do that on his trivia and see who's been paying attention.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one. Yeah, and also Kid Arcade. I do love your streams. I love everything you do for the community, and I really want to get on one of your live shows one day. It's just it always drops right on when I have to do the kids' bath times and bedtime, and then by the time that's all done, you usually finish. So I love your stream. Big fan of your work, and also thank you for the free the airdrops that you give out to your Kid Arcade holders as well. Really appreciate everything you do for the community, and I would love to see your work on the VeVe app if that ever happens. So yeah, big shout out to Kid Arcade. Hinano's got his hand up. Phil, good to see you, mate. Always a pleasure to have you in.
Yeah, real quick. I wanted to give VeVe Arcade his flowers. You guys don't know he does trivia on Sundays. The VeVe Arcade show. You guys can do music blind box and all kinds of other fun stuff with him and the biggest bro. They give out NFTs, and it's just a lot of fun, you guys. If you ever want to have a good Sunday morning, check out his show. Subscribe to his channel. He's almost to 1,000 subs. Let's get him to 1,000 subs, fam. Let's do it.
Let's get him there.
Yo, whenever we get 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna throw a big party on the VeVeverse. What's up?
Yeah,
That's
right. Okay, that way, buddy.
Yeah, I really appreciate you guys, man. I really do. I really thank you guys for real. And just so everybody knows, tomorrow we're gonna celebrate May the 4th correctly. I got some airdrops for everybody, so everybody just stay tuned. Tomorrow morning we're gonna live it up properly.
Yeah, boy, can't wait.
Phil!
Hey, Phil, you want to say something?
Yeah, Phil, how are you, buddy?
Is there a big drop tomorrow?
What's up, Phil?
Is there a big drop tomorrow?
There quite possibly could be.
How many are there?
Additions or drops?
Additions, yeah, just the drops.
I think it's like 5,000 total.
There's a very good comic book drop tomorrow, let me tell you.
No, they're not.
Where? What? Your comic book, is it dropping tomorrow?
No, the Tarzan comic book drops tomorrow, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah, we got Tarzan and we got the Luke Skywalker drop.
Okay.
The main drop is at 3 p.m. for you, Phil.
Thank you. What do you guys think about that? No, that's fine. I'll figure it out. What do you guys think that drop will do? I think they did a decent job with how they are going to mint it. I think it will sell out if it doesn't sell it in under a minute, I will quit VeVe. I will floor all of my collectibles for a cent if it doesn't sell out in literally like 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
It'll definitely sell out.
I think so.
Yeah, but I think but like we were saying before, I think like most people are going to try and have a go for that secret rare because the edition sizes on it are just crazy.
That's why we want to gamble. There's only like what 400 of them, something like that.
Yeah, I think it was like 400. Well, it says they're 519, then they withhold 90 editions, so it's like close to what, like 400 and something, 490. Sorry, my math is horrible. Sorry, 429 editions, 429. So that is just scarce as.
Yeah, if I was a baller, I would. If it goes under 5, if I was a baller, like Mr. Rolex, where's he at? I would buy him at 500. But I'm not, so hopefully I land one.
Yeah, well, nice one. Well, if anyone does choose to go for it, I hope you you land the secret rare as well, because like something of that magnitude might help your circumstances, or you just might really like the collectible. But I think the animated is probably going to be the more popular one, because everyone, we were just saying before, the Voltaholics will probably have a lot of fun with that one.
If that one does go on retail, it might. I would probably scoop one up for on retail if I don't land one. You know what I'm saying? The game that we play is fucking fun, man. I love it.
See, this is where I'd probably be one of the few people that if I got the secret rare, I'd be annoyed. Like, I just want the animated one. Like, that's the only one I'm after. There is a part of me that was like, you could just roll just wait and pick it up on the market. I'll roll the dice because I'm quite happy to receive the common, or uncommon. I don't even know what we ranked it. I'm happy to receive that one. Like, if I get the higher rarities, I'll be more annoyed. I'll just offload them to then go and get the one that I actually want. But
yeah, the ones you don't want the secret rare, that's when you're gonna hit it.
No, it sounds really bad. I genuinely I'll be like, yay, I got it, but I'm like, I wanted the animated flashing sound collectible, bro. Like, I'm like, someone's gonna have a secret rare off of me because I want that common.
Yeah, I see it as a can't lose drop, because if I do get the secret rare, if I even land the drop, but if I get the secret rare, I'm just gonna flip it and buy an animated one. So I can't lose. And if I land the animated one, then I got a Genesis Mint of Luke Skywalker. So no brainer for me.
Totally happy with that.
That's exactly how I'm looking at it. Just gotta make sure I land. Just gotta make sure I land and try and time this, man. Because it'd be different over this side.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be great. I love it. All right, guys. We're coming up on the last 15 minutes of the episode. I just want to give an opportunity for anybody who's been listening out in the audience. If anybody wants to come up and say a few words, or is got anything they want to add to the conversation, feel free to throw your hand up, and we'll get you up to the stage if there's anything you want to say. I always like trying to keep it open to anybody who might have a different view, different opinion. Just give anybody a chance to throw something into the conversation, because we always love hearing different points of view, different opinions. Just keeps everything fresh, and it just keeps every episode we do different, and I have to say every episode we've done so far, we've always had something different. We've always had different speakers, different points of view, and really enjoying where the space is going. No.
You want to talk about Thanos?
I guess we'll just keep on going then.
I'm still waiting for Biggie to come back and tell us his story.
Yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it? That was really.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was really nice for him to open up like that to people he doesn't know, and really inspiring story. And I was hoping to hear from him again. But so Phil, drop a little bug in his ear if you can. We'd like to hear that.
Yeah.
The Detroit guy? Who?
Invite him next week.
Yeah, Biggie.
Yeah, no, I like Biggie. Biggie's cool.
Yeah, I always really enjoy hearing stories about how the space has impacted someone's lives in a positive way, or helped somebody, or even this group, like the VeVe Collective, even how we've helped give somebody direction and purpose. And just hearing stories like that sort of makes us all sort of worthwhile, and sort of it's really good just to hear how it's had positive impacts in people's lives.
Yeah, I just want to shout out the biggest bro down there, Silicon. You guys are awesome. PT Lewis, Popey, I don't want to miss anyone. Michael Campa, Dr. Rolex. Thank you guys for all being here. And it's really fun to meet new people and chat with you all. And I'm amazed by this community. It's every single day, meeting somebody new, hearing a new perspective, and making this bear market not so bad. This is really fun.
Are you talking F3 or are you talking VeVe?
VeVe, the VeVe community at large.
Let's go. Good
Come
job.
on, you know that.
Yeah, the VeVe community is strong.
For sure, I got a shout out. I see E Boogie down there for putting me on to steak and eggs for breakfast, which I heard was a very American thing. And yeah, it was all right.
Steak and eggs for breakfast. When
Steak
sounds
and
great.
eggs, yeah.
I'll bet.
Anaheim is just like, yo, yeah, I'd never heard of such a thing, but yeah, it was all right. It was all right.
What's up,
No,
biggest?
biggest bro, how are you, buddy?
You may.
What's up,
We got it.
family? How you doing today? We're V Collective in the building. We had our president speaking for us on VeVe Magic live stream. It was a beautiful thing. Lots of love in the building. How you doing?
Good, mate. Good, mate. Like I've said before, like functioning on very little sleep, but yeah, doing all right. And yeah, that experience up there on VeVe Magic's live stream was wow, it was surreal. I was just saying before, could you tell that I was absolutely terrified?
Nah, man, you held your own. You did us proud, Perez. You did us proud, man.
I said, mate, just trying to represent, like, you know, and give the group, like, you know, some exposure, and like, you know, always try and make the space the best that it possibly can.
Yeah, man.
You had the ball. You had the balls to get up there. I mean, to this day, even making videos, being on spaces in the last few weeks, I'm working up some more courage. But I don't know if I would have went up there. I would have been too scared. So kudos to you.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, like just doing the whole like you know, even just like making content with you guys, doing the WebV Wednesdays, just doing the spaces. Never in a million years did I think I would ever be doing anything like this. So I mean, I'm sharing in that same journey myself. Like, you know, when it comes to like stepping out of your comfort zone and trying new things and yeah, just growing in the space. I mean, like it's been an unbelievable journey so far, and it's nowhere near over.
I was a bit nervous too, you know, to be honest. Like seriously, I'm never nervous live now anymore. It's kind of funny. Like I just have a ton of fun, but like going up there with Dan and David, I'd never been in a live stream with the two of them before, ever.
No,
and so I'm sitting there, and then I joined. I didn't even know they were going to be there. So VeVe Magic sent out the link and said, hey, if you want to stop by and be one of the people that comes up, that'd be awesome. I was like, yeah, that would be great. And so, it was about 10 minutes late or so, because I was, doing family stuff, picking up my kids from school and all that. And so I'm like, okay, I tuned in, and I see David Hughes there. And I'm like, what the? I'm like, this is unbelievable. And so then I didn't want to do the thing where you just jump in, because, sometimes when you have like a live stream, someone has a live stream and then, or Twitter space, and then David Hughes shows up, everybody wants to jump up on stage, right? So I sent a message to VeVe Magic. I go, just a little DM, I go, hey, should I wait? Do you want me to come up now, or should because I didn't want to like crash into David Hughes' thing, right? Because I didn't know how long he was going to be there for. And then Dan shows up, like right. I'm like, oh wow. So then she says, yeah, just wait a minute. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm just watching and totally enjoying it, and then Granison pops in, and then which was so cool to see him. I haven't seen him in a bit. And then I was like, okay, I can join now. So I joined it, and then I there I am, right, sitting up there with you, right? I'm like, oh my god,
I'm just like, holy crap.
Yeah, David, you and Dan are there, right? So then I'm sitting there. So then, of course, if you ever been like at school and it's your turn to do your presentation or something, and you're just waiting for your turn, right? So it's like, okay, well, we're gonna go around the board here and tell everybody why, and then they get to like say it right when David, you and Dan are there, and then Alex shows up. Right, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, oh god damn
it. Here we go. And so I was feeling a little bit like, because I knew I had to wait probably about half an hour, and I was fine to wait. And then finally it was my turn. I was kind of like, yeah, I was a little bit nervous. So I don't blame you, man. And like when there's like 150 people watching at that point, and yeah, it's exciting though. But isn't it great that you have like these kind of things happening that kind of pushes you out of your comfort zone and makes you kind of like grow as a person and kind of gets you out there. And the more people who get out there and like
get the courage to come up, and like that's why this Twitter space you're hosting is so amazing. It gives people you're giving people a chance to come up and kind of get their feet wet, and because there's voices we haven't heard yet and like great ideas and stuff. So it's so cool. Like, you just push yourself, you throw yourself in there, and you did great, man. I mean, everybody just sharing their own little stories is like what it was all about. There was not really a lot of pressure, but you still feel it a bit when those two guys are sitting there.
Oh yeah, definitely, mate. Phil, do you want to throw something into the conversation there, mate?
I did. I love hearing Mycollectables' voice. I listen to you every day, dude. Chris, is it Chris? Mycollectables?
Aaron.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I've had like 5 drinks.
Dude, it's okay.
Doxed him.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
It's all good,
This
mate.
is
It's
all
all
right.
good.
I could do Chris for a day.
No, but since you jumped on, you have kind of always been that golden boy Star Wars kind of link to our communities, which I dig. I dig. Thank you, man.
Oh, thanks, Phil. I appreciate that, man. And I always love hearing you, man. You're so funny, and I just love your takes on things. It's so awesome. You're great, dude. I appreciate you a lot.
Oh, I'm blushing.
I love your sense of humor
thanks.
too, man. It's really funny. Like when you get up there and you're joking around, and sometimes you make a joke and then you kind of go, "Oh, okay." But I always laugh.
It doesn't work. Yeah.
But it's funny because your instant reaction about it when you're like, it's like it didn't work, but you say it didn't work, even though it did work, and the reason it worked is because it didn't work. You know what I mean? It's so funny.
All right, Mrs. Case just got here. I'm gonna drop to a listener for a second, but I'll be back.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Like I said, I got to wrap this space up very soon as well. I've got about 5, maybe 10 minutes left because I can hear my kids moving around upstairs. So chances are I'm going to probably get a nice bang on the door like I did last week. That was quite funny. That was my exit cue. But yeah, so I'll leave it open for the last 5 minutes. Again, if there's anybody who wants to say something, come up to the stage, say a few words, even if it's just say hi. That'd be all good as well. Or even if you've been thinking about doing it and you just want to do it, then come up, say hi, go for it.
Yeah, everybody, real quick, I just kind of wanted to say again, Alex, thanks for hosting the space. Thanks for everyone down there for tuning in. Rather than shout everyone out, shout people out, I'm just going to shout everyone out down there. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in next week, Wednesday. These guys are killing it. They're doing a great job. They're also doing some collaborations. And, I'm just enjoying what you guys are doing on WebView Wednesdays. So, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, well, thank you, mate.
You're in there, Hinano. Don't say these guys. You're like vice
I'm a
president.
fan, guy. I'm a fan. I'm the guy that's just sitting in the back. That's who I am.
Nice one. And Silicon, thank you for coming up to the stage to speak with us, mate.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, Silicon?
Sorry I'm late to the show,
Hey,
but
Silicon.
better late than never, as they say.
That's all good, mate. We just appreciate the time taking the time to chill in the space with us.
Yeah, for sure. And that stream today that Magic hosted was I missed most of it because I had an appointment, but I showed up for the tail end. I mean, that was epic. That was an epic stream. I'm gonna start rewatching it. I saw part
How long
of it
was
already.
it?
2 hours and 30 minutes or something.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So if you guys haven't seen it, it's definitely worth watching. I'm already in like 15 minutes, and it's like dope.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Bye.
Yeah, I got to play catch up as well.
Did you not get a chance to speak there, Silicon? Were you like you couldn't get up there?
I did. No, in the last 10 minutes.
Oh,
was
good.
That one as well.
At least you got up there, though. I'm gonna have to go watch that part then.
Yeah, I was tied up, but showed up for. I was on my iPhone, but I made it happen, and it's just the community is really like coming together, and I like the core we have right now. I feel like it's distilled down to some really, really good quality people, and appreciate everyone that's here. And all the, just all the love the community gives each other. Like Kid Arcade talking about airdrops. I mean, that's just like straight up love. And that's the kind of community I want to be part of.
Yeah,
100%.
same mate.
Yep.
For sure.
Well, if you guys want to win, I know that Kid Arcade's doing some stuff. I'll be tuning in, and I'll be giving away some Luke Skywalker comics tomorrow on my live stream. So, because it's Star Wars Day, so there's just so much fun going around. And Silicon, you hit it right in the head, man. Like since May the 1st, there was already a shift before that, but May the 1st was like, I hope we all kind of go back and look at that day, because that was a big day in this community. Like in the app, like, we got everyone got MCP, we got the Infinity Stone madness, we got, I believe they announced Luke Skywalker that day, didn't they? Or at least the day after. I mean, it's just
around there.
Yeah, I actually, and then like for me, the last couple of days have been great. Like I had Corey on, and I don't know if you guys have seen that, but Corey from VeVe, right? Like he came on, and that was just awesome. Like I got to ask him so many questions about like his job, like how hard he works, and just seeing behind like the scenes of what VeVe, like how hard these guys work. It just makes you appreciate everything they're doing, like talking to Corey. Like I talked to him at DCon, and I got a chance to ask him a lot of fun questions there too, right? Just kind of like, so how's it going, like, because he was like, in the community, he's just one of us, right, hanging out and doing his awesome vids, and then now he's like in there, and I really wanted to know, and he told me all sorts of fun stuff, like about just his job and things. It just makes you like, for me, it just makes me like look at the app differently and look at the work that's coming out of there differently. And so if you guys haven't seen it, like, please just watch it, because like it's for Corey, right? Like, it's spread it around, because the amount of views we get is not going to be huge, right? Because we don't have the hugest community. It's really, I just want people to see how hard he works, and he's just killing it, like his history, his background, and like what he did in his career before, like being in the military and doing like doing like combat, like videography and all this crazy stuff he was doing, and his pathway to VeVe, and now the discipline he brings to VeVe itself, and it's just incredible, the people that are like working there. And it really bothers me when people like, they take shots, like cheap shots, at some of the people who are running the company, because they don't know like the effort that they put in. And when you guys talked about working hard, right, like every day, like putting in the work, they're putting in the work. So I hope it pays off big time. But it's just a crazy like 3 or 4 days, right? Silicon's just been nuts.
Yeah, and they also, I mean, they hired from the community, which I think is dope. And Ryan's there also from the community, right? And you just look at VeVe working to get their pulse, and bringing community members into the company. I mean, I think it's pretty dope. And yeah, I got to watch that video. I got a lot of videos to catch up on, but yeah, I saw the tweet about it, so I know I got to go back and watch it. But yeah, his videos are really awesome. Like the one that he did on the gauntlet was really good. And, really professional, obviously, but it's VeVe. But like, just kind of like, you could see VeVe growing up here, and making that turn into season 6, and it's just really exciting to see this evolve. And I remember David, you early on saying, season 1, just wait until we're in season 10 or 15, things are going to be completely different. And I already see a major transformation happening right now. And even David, you talking on the live stream about, just kind of how the community's evolved, and some of the challenges they've had, on Twitter and things, and the community getting together, and Non-Fungible got his song coming out, right? And just the hashtag, that we've got, it's just, and the quality of the people here, like we all have a lot to bring. And that's what's exciting, is like you meet everyone, talk to everyone, they got something to bring. And
yeah, for sure.
It's a really, my opinion, high end network of people that are like-minded, that are goal, we all have the same goal. We all want to have fun. We all want to collect. and we're making the space. Like we're part of this revolution, right? And we're leaders in this, and this is what's going to bring. I know it's going to be a while for all the masses to come, but VeVe doesn't have small plans. They have big plans, and they don't like to lose. And this isn't like, the way I see it is this isn't a project that they're just doing on a whim. They're putting their heart into it. And you can see it. And yeah, are there hiccups and issues? Absolutely, it happens in every startup.
Yep.
I've worked at startups for a large part of my life. It's part of startup life. You got to learn. You got to put your chops on. But I guarantee you, 5-10 years from now.
Hey, is someone talking? Hello.
Yep.
Yeah, mate. Well, I was about to say, like, that's the perfect way to sort of close out this Twitter space, because unfortunately I'm gonna have to wrap it up here, because I can hear my children getting louder and louder every minute, and also probably gonna come crashing in on my door very, very shortly. So yeah, so unfortunately, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap it up and leave it there. But I just want to say thank you so much for everybody tuning in, taking the time to tune in and listen to our conversations. Thank you everyone who took the time to come and speak up. Mycollectables, Silicon, so great to have you here, mate. Kid Arcade, Hinano, Dino, Phil, always a pleasure, mate. Biggest bro, Skeete, pleasure to chat with you, mate. And Nos, and anyone else I may have missed, I'm sorry. Everyone who's and D. Sorry, sorry, D.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Alex.
Yeah, thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
everyone.
And again, VeVe Wednesdays, every Wednesday from 8 till 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we'll be here. Yeah, please come back. Like, subscribe to the channel, the group, the VeVe Collective. Check out our videos on YouTube as well. Yeah. If also we do also have a Discord as well. If you're interested in actually joining the VeVe Collective, feel free to hit up one of us by DM. And yeah, we just keep enjoying the space, just keep growing as a community, and just keep interacting with everybody and enjoying this collecting journey.
Dude, I mean, great story. You're all you Aussie, Kiwi. Sorry, I'm gonna group you guys. It's a great place. Sorry. It's amazing. I love you guys. Someone open up a space. God damn it.
He wants to keep going.
I know I would love to keep going, but unfortunately, dad life, as I'm sure the dads in the community here can understand where I'm coming from. But again, if you want to keep the conversation going, join us again next week.
Yep. Everyone have a good day, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are.
Good night, everybody.
That's it.
Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Take care, everyone.
Good morning, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you might be in the world. This is Ozman Collect 53,
Peace
and
out.
This is VeVe Wednesdays. Take care, everyone. Have a good one. All right, bye.
Bye.